It's 11:04. Today was my birthday. My dietary changes haven't happened yet because today I endeavoured and drank a little bit of this Gentleman Jack, and my mother and I went to the Little Snapper for dinner, so that's why my dietary changes aren't happening until September. Plus I got Melbourne this weekend for CreatorCon. Dietary changes will happen later. What I did do though, my birthday and tax return came through, so I bought myself a second HomePod. Here's my first HomePod. Here's the second HomePod. Now, this HomePod's not plugged in. So that guy's not plugged in right now. This is the second HomePod here. Let's plug this guy in, and I want to show you something. I'm going to plug this in now. Please ignore all the dust and crap down here. Okay, that guy's plugged in. We'll turn it on. It'll do its thing for a little while and then it will kick in. Now, what I want to alert you to is this noise. Listen to this. Right, now that is not right. That's not correct. Right? This has nothing to do with my room. I've tried it in separate rooms. I've tried it in different power outlets. It just happens with this HomePod. Now, I can play tunes through the AirPlay, which I've got here on my iMac. To the right. So, obviously I've received a dead on arrival HomePod. And while it crackles behind me, I want to alert you to the fact that Apple obviously they're going to replace it, but I have to travel to the Apple store in Sydney. Now, Culburra Beach from George Street, Sydney CBD, it's about 3.5 hours on the train. It's very frustrating that I've got to take this thing in on the train to have it swapped out. I really wish Apple had have said, obviously you got a dud, we're going to send a courier, we'll pick it up, we'll replace it, you don't have to go out of your way. Instead, I got to spend an entire day going to Sydney to fix this crap. And what this does predominantly for me, I'm an Apple guy, I use Apple products, I've used them since 2007 when I started graphic design. All this does to me is it ruins that kind of that shine that Apple... I mean, listen to this crap. It's not a very good user experience to have to go through this. Regardless of, I understand products fail. Out of a percentage of products, some of them fail. I get that. But this resolution isn't really smoothing that out for me. I thought Apple would come and say, look, yeah, we messed up. We know that there's a percentage of these things that fail. This one's fine. That one's a dud. We'll do what we need to do to fix it for you. It won't take you any of your time. I mean, if you do like listening to static, this is your guy though. Hey Siri, what are all these pops and cracks?
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
I bet you can't.